No. Come on, get louder.
How's everybody doing today? You guys doing good? Yeah. All right, cool. So as was said, my name is Sergio. I'm here with Smallrig, and we're going to take it way back to basics. We're going to talk about rigging cameras, and we're going to talk about a couple gear from Smallrig that could be used from photography to video. That way we can use the equipment that we have across different mediums, have some fun, and get creative. How that sounds? Sounds good? Yeah. All right, so we're starting off with...
Hold on, no, don't do anything. Does that sound good?
Yeah. It sounds good enough.
I'm going to shut the stream off. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus.
It sounds good enough. So starting off, I'm going over... we are going over some of the pieces that make up a rig, right? So a rig would be your camera, your cage, and the accessories together to either make your life easier, allow you to rig up your camera, similar to what's going on here, cameras everywhere, hanging everywhere. Those kind of things change your experience, change your artistry, and you can get as creative as you want with it. A rig is subjective in my eyes because you can add whatever you need, or you can add stuff that you don't need, or you just want to experiment with it, all right? Anyone of you guys have your cameras rigged out? 2 out of, we got like 10 people here. That's why we have this. That's why the intro to rigging exists. This is the turnout that we wanted. Give some information out. All right, so getting to it, I will say up front that I will be checking for questions in the crowd and also questions in the comments, but I would love if we keep it short, right? And then after this, if you guys have a couple questions, I can spare some time to answer stuff. Then once we get through all of this, we can chat it up. You guys talk amongst yourselves, etc. Sound good?
Yeah. There we go.
That's the spirit right there. All right. So starting off, plain and simple, the brains, the heart, I guess you could say, the central aspect of your rig is obviously your camera. So today we are building a Sony FX2, starting off with obviously a Smallrig cage. All of the products, all of the gear that I will be showcasing today is from Smallrig. It's stuff that you can get from Adorama. You can get it from the Smallrig website, right? And up until the 30th, Adorama is gonna have some sales with Smallrig. So make sure you guys take advantage of that. You guys in the chat, take advantage of that. Is NYC and SoCal in the building? I love that. We are here. All right, so starting off, I have my Sony FX2, and the first thing that I put on my cameras, every camera that I've ever gotten, is the cage. So there are different styles of cages, and Smallrig offers our traditional cages, and we also have a Hawk lock system for our cages, right? The reason we put a cage on our cameras, right, is to give us extra mounting points for other stuff, and sometimes it's just for grip. See, this one over here comes part of a kit, and it has the hand grip. A lot of times I do street photography. Sometimes I like to carry this camera around for my street photography. And the easiest thing for me is to just not have to hold on to the grip or not have to hold the camera for dear life. I am a bit of a daredevil, and everybody's like, oh, why are you just flapping your camera around like it's nothing, right? And it's simple. I have the hand strap on it. I'm walking around. I don't have to really like hold on for dear life. So that's the first reason why I always put a cage on all the cameras that I get. Right? A lot of times we have the floating pinky. Anybody has like a floating pinky where they hold their camera and your pinky is just in the air and it's uncomfortable and now you're holding it on the top and you got the little like crease on your finger. Cages or the bottom, the plate help out with that. It gives that extra little inch for your pinky to sit down on it, right? For the cages, we have full cages. There's also the L bracket, which will go up on one side of your camera and down the bottom. And then there are also the bottom plates, which is literally just the bottom plate with an Arca Swiss so that you can mount it in different places and also give that little bit of space for your pinky. Hello, Sylvia. There's a Sergio with a hand sign, right? Do you know of a travel bag for the cart when I fly? A travel bag for the cart? No idea. To put this in a cart to fly?
You guys do know that that's clearly overweight, probably. When it's got to be like, what is that, 70 pounds?
Something like that.
So Yeah, I mean, you're definitely gonna have to check it, but
I mean, you could also check this by itself, I believe.
sure.
Maybe.
I don't know. I am not an authority. I'm tapping out.
Ask the TSA. Take it to the airport, ask the TSA right then and there, see what they tell you, and report back.
Honestly, what they're probably going to tell you is to shrink wrap it, like plastic wrap it, and you can probably check it straight up, but everything's a risk.
Flap those pinkies. Don't worry about the So, with these cages, like I said, allows for extra mounting points and extra stuff to add on to the cage itself. So moving forward, the first thing that I like to put on my cage.
Manny says it's airline compliant.
Oh, is it? Oh, perfect. Thank you, Manny. I
Manny
appreciate
is
that.
Smallrig, just so you guys know in the chat.
Yes. So the first thing that I like to put on my cage is a top handle. A top handle gives me a different range when it comes to using my camera, how I position my camera, and the shots that I take. Right? This is what a top handle looks like. There are different shapes to it, there are different sizes, etc. Right? The one thing about this top handle is it's on NATO. So the NATO rail, a lot of the cages do come with NATO rail, and you can like literally slide it in. I'll show you guys. And then you tighten it up, and you're good to go. So it's essentially gripping on to the cage itself. And if the cage has the NATO rails, you can put it, I can put mine on the side over here, I can put mine in the top. I got this top handle specifically because it came in a kit with the cage and with the handle. And the one thing that I love about it is in my line of work with my camera, I do a lot of social media, a lot of content creation. So sometimes we have to go vertical. And with this cage right here, sometimes I'm here doing horizontal video, and this button over here, I click it, and now I turn it sideways, it's a side handle. That's something that I look for is if I can use it for video, or I can use it for all types of video that I do, or photography, whatever, the more use I can get out of it, the better for me. So that's something to look forward to. So now here, I have a side handle, it's multi-purpose. If I could have it backwards, if there's more weight at the front, if I add more stuff, I have a different grip on it. We can get those low angles and we can move around and etc. With these handles, they also come with, you got 1/4 inch 20 on the top, right? And this one has a cold shoe adapter as well. So that allows you to add on other stuff on top of the handle, which we will get onto later. The next step for me is the power, right? Battery is important. Sometimes we are out on a long shoot day and your camera starts dying, you don't know what to do, you didn't pack extra batteries, right? The first thing that I do is I make sure that I have Smallrig batteries in my camera at all times. How many times have we been on a shoot, battery dies, and you don't have your battery charger and you don't know what to do, you plug in your camera, you sit down for a little bit bored, lost all creative juices, and that's it. Smallrig batteries have a Type-C. So with this Type-C adapter, obviously you can set it to the side, plug it into a portable charger, plug it into your V-mount battery. It gets you going. It keeps you going. Connected to that, connected to the bottom of my cage, I always keep a V-mount plate. And as you can see from everything that I have hanging off of it, this is my central hub for power. Everything that I put on my camera is connected here, right? This V-mount plate allows you to put, obviously, a V-mount battery. It is adjustable. You can close it, you can open it, you can adjust how far from the camera it is, and you can even lay it backwards so you can get it away from the camera. It's sitting on a, you connect to it an Arca Swiss, so it's compatible with the majority of the cases, the cages that we have for our Smallrig line. So we're gonna throw that on here real quick. It's super simple. Slide it in, and then you lock it, and you're good to go. My favorite thing is things being quick release. If I need to go from here to a tripod or go off of a tripod, go handheld, I like to do that as soon as possible. And with this, I can unlock it, slide it out, and get going. Something that I like about this one in particular is that, I'll show you guys right now. This one also has this little part right here, which is adjustable, and it holds on to the screen of the camera. So now I have a place for the camera to rest, the screen to rest. Protects it, it's not flapping in the wind like your pinkies are. We have it there, we have it secured, all right? Continuing on to the back of this, it's the Smallrig VB99 battery. This right here is the power source for your rig so that you can connect stuff to it. On this V-mount plate, we have 3 D-taps and we have 2 Type-Cs. With that, you're able to pass through power from the V-mount battery onto the plate itself so you can connect more things. And then you also still have your Type-C and your Type-A on the battery itself, so you can connect even more. I usually don't go past like a monitor and the battery itself, but if you guys are connecting more than that, send us pictures on Instagram. I want to see what you're connecting to your V-mount on your rigs. This right here is what I call, I guess, the basics of rigging your camera for handheld. I've gone days where I carry this around if I need to do a quick shoot, if I need to do a vlog, or if I'm just like filming somebody, do a process of something or hanging out, whatever the case is. This allows me to stay mobile and it allows me to be here in the moment, not too much to add to it, etc. All right. Now let's plug this in. I set all my cables up easy and I leave it on the plate so that I can just connect in and out. One tip about power that I do with my rig is I keep my battery in the camera, right? So some people get a dummy battery and they connect it to D-tap. I keep my Sony battery in here, or my Smallrig battery, and I connect from the V-mount plate, I connect it to the camera itself. Now the reason is, if I'm out on a long day and my V-mount battery dies, I still have 1 extra battery in my camera ready to go. I can continue, and now that's my cue of like, all right, I need to wrap this up because the battery is going, all right? Anybody here have any questions? We're all on the same page? Let's keep going then, all right? Now going back to the top handle, going back to this top handle here, we have our cold mount, our cold shoe, and then we have our 1/4-20s. Now, Smallrig has a ton of little adapters for things that at first you might be like, what do I use it for? And then you come up with a creative idea and now you figured out how to use it. So one of my favorite things that sometimes I don't know what to do with it, and then sometimes I just put it on things, is this Hawk lock right here. So this Hawk lock right here is a quick release, multi-purpose. If I have the base right here, I can connect it to almost anything. I can put anything on top as long as it has 1/4-20, because that's where the base works, right? And this allows me to be in and out if I want to add something, or I want to switch things around. So we're going to throw this on top over here. This is the monitor stand. It goes right on the handle. Some people like to put it on the front over here. I like mine on top. That way I can, as I'm using the camera, I can see what I need to. Usually I do all my stuff by myself, and it's very in the streets and hands-on, ready to go. So what I add on top, I'm gonna take this out. This is just one of the many monitors that you guys can put on your rig. And I have my Hawk lock attached to the bottom over here. That way I can be in and out. It's quick release, and I'll show you guys how to put it on. Press the button right here, slide it in, and it locks in. The NATO rail system and the Hawk lock system is pretty similar. It has a similar shape. The Hawk lock system has teeth, kind of like railings, or like teeth, I guess you could say, in the bottom, where it allows the lines on here to fall onto the track, so it locks in. Pretty genius, if you ask me. So now I have this set up here. Right now, this is something that you can further this, put it on a tripod. You can carry this around. That way you can get your visual from here. HDMI goes into the camera. And as I said before, everything I use gets plugged into the V-mount battery. If I could find, there you go. How we looking in the chat? What we got going on? I see people are against dummy batteries. Dummy batteries are good when they're good. So this setup right here, again, having a monitor allows you to focus better so you can see a bigger screen. Sometimes this screen right here is super tiny, okay? But then you are good to go. The only other thing that, well, the next thing that I usually add on would be the audio. So I'm gonna show you guys something. Has anybody seen our Smallrig mic system? So this is the S70. This right here is a 2 microphone system. Oh, there we go. It's a 2 microphone system for your phones or for your camera. You can use it on either or. Something that I think is really cool about this is the microphone is the small side on this. That way, when you have it on your shirt, you can't really see it too much. Can you see it on camera? Barely, right? That's the point. Can't really see it well. So that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah, we get it. Yeah, we get it.
So with this mic system here, you get really good audio, right? And it comes with 2 receivers. This receiver right here goes on the cold shoe of your camera, right? Some of these cages have an extra cold shoe on the corner right here, or has it on the side, etc. So you can put it on different places, whatever feels comfortable, right? And this right here, I usually put mine in the middle. You connect it with a 3.5 millimeter jack to the camera, and now you're receiving audio. The other part of this is this receiver right here, which goes straight to your phone. It's a Type-C. So most modern phones, they usually all have Type-Cs. And with the app that we have for this, you get up to, it's 9 EQs and 3 levels of noise cancellation. So whether you're outdoors or indoors, you can get really good audio with this. Another add-on that we have with this is we have silicone that you put on the top of this to change different colors. So if you have a white shirt one day, if you have a red shirt one day, you can get the appropriate color. You can put it on your shirt and it's not as visible, okay? So that goes on there, and this is what the basic of rigging your camera is. There's other people that have gone to the extremes of rigging camera, right? If I'm ever on a shoot and I need more stability, or like I want something to feel more cinematic, right? We have our rods, 15 millimeter rods. These are the carbon fiber rods. And this is also Arca Swiss. Now,
Someone in the chat is asking if it has noise cancellation on the mics.
yes, it's 3 levels of noise cancellation in the app. And on the microphone itself, you have a button here which turns on your noise cancellation. And it's actually really good. So going back to the rods over here, the rods open up a whole different world of rigging your camera. From here, you can go towards follow focus. You can go with other attachments. You can get wild with this. This part right here, this is another Hawk lock that I have here on the bottom of my rig. And this gives me an Arca Swiss for the bottom of the V-mount plate so that I can also attach this on here and lock it in. So now everything is continued to be, oh, if I can unlock this, that'll be great. So now from here, I have, this is from Smallrig as well. It's the chest mount. I can put it right here in the middle so I can have an extra point and I can keep more stabilized footage. And this right here, would get me through almost anything. You can keep adding on to this. You can post this on a tripod, on a monopod, whatever the case is. Keep adding on to it, and you can turn this into whatever it is that you need. Another suggestion that you can add on would be this matte box. So these matte box right here, it blocks off the sun so that you don't get those light streaks or the circles on your lenses during your video, which you cannot take out. Sometimes it doesn't look good. Sometimes if you're not Michael Bay, it looks pretty tacky. Those lens flares can really mess up your footage. This stops all that. They come with rings in the package, and these rings are different sizes for your lenses. So depending on what size diameter you have on your lens, you can screw this into the lens and you put this right on top. It clips on and it tightens up. And then now you have a lens hood, a matte box. This goes right in front. So these are the things that I use when it comes to like my rig. These are the things that I keep on me if I ever go on a gig, or sometimes I just want to go out and do a personal project. This is how I walk around. In addition to this, a rig doesn't necessarily have to go like specifically on a camera, right? So I'm going to show you guys what a rig could look like for a cell phone. Anybody here uses their cell phone for videos and photography and stuff? Sometimes. It's like a growing thing, like more people are doing it now, right? So this right here is our mobile filmmaking kit. We have a universal cage in which if you have your iPhone or a phone with MagSafe in the back, you can take this out and this become MagSafe. It makes it that much easier for you to attach your phone onto this cage, right? And this part right here keeps it universal. It keeps it universal, so whatever phone it is that you have, you can put it on here. If it fits, you're good to go. This kit comes with everything that you see here, and it's also a pretty quick release. Put this on, you have a little tripod, etc. These handles right here allow you to get a little more stable footage when it comes to your iPhone or whatever phone that you're using. We have a microphone that comes part of the kit as well. You can put your SD, you can put a power bank over here to hold it down. Can I use my Google Pixel with this frame? Yes, you can. It says, can I use this to make gym or martial arts content? Absolutely. Absolutely. This is something that you would want. You also have this P96 light in here as well. That way all your footage is always well lit. So this right here with these handles, you have your iPhone, you have your Samsung, whatever the case is, it gives you more control. And you can go out, make documentaries, make movies, whatever it is. I think, what's this guy's name that's doing a documentary on the Knicks with his phone?
What's this guy? Ben Stiller? What's
Ben
this guy's
Stiller.
name? Ben Stiller?
It was off the top of my head. I couldn't remember his name.
Unknown guy, new to the game, new. Never heard of him.
It's his first film, isn't it?
Is this your first demo? What's going on here?
That's his first film. So on this cage as well, you have a quarter 20 on here so you can attach other things. And you can build this out as well. You can turn into a whole 28 days later setup. So you can like do an entire movie with like just your phone, right? We're gonna go on to attachments and stuff that you can get that would be beneficial for, look, Manny doesn't even know who Ben Stiller is. See, I'm not the only one.
You guys are just sticking together. Shut up. What are you doing? Manny, come on.
So there's a lot of reason why you would want to rig your camera, right? Sometimes it changes your experience with using the camera. Sometimes it makes it easier, right? But adding stuff on it is probably like my favorite thing to do. And one of the things that I cannot live without is magic arms. You can never have too many. So this right here off the side of the cart is our RF20C light connected to a magic arm. I've used this magic arm for so many different things. And this is gear that can be used for video or photography, etc. So I'm gonna take this out real quick.
Yeah, no, it's mounted to the cart, guys. That's all cheese plate.
We're gonna get onto that. So with this magic arm right here, it is magic. I've mounted so much to this. I've used it in so many different situations, right? Sometimes, if I don't want to put my monitor on the stand, I would screw it into the magic arm, and I would use the magic arm as a side handle. You put it in a little L shape right here. You screw it onto the side to the 1/4 inch. I've used this as a vlogging monopod. Put it underneath the camera, you hold it and you're good to go. I've used this on the side as a side handle. I've used this as a top handle. These things can get you around. Now, we're gonna show you some of the latest stuff that we have released with Smallrig that can be used for video, photography, etc. Is Ben Stiller's dad a famous actor?
Are you being serious?
No, the comments are great. They want to know about Ben Stiller. So this right here is our RF20C, right? As you can see, it's a flashlight. And this right here is the little bit of sauce that you can give to your videos, the little bit of sauce that you can give to your photos in different ways, right? So this is a 20-watt flashlight. And we have a 10C version, which is 10 watt, and then we have a 5C version, which is the 5 watt. Once you unscrew the top over here, we recently released this attachment over here. This attachment is a spotlight for the flashlight itself. With the camera on the side over here.
Yeah.
We good? Yeah. Now, the cool thing about this flashlight and the reason why you can use it for different stuff is this flashlight comes with this right here, and it comes with these. These are gobos for the light, in which you put them in here, you put it at the front of your light, and it changes, it blocks some light out to change the shape of your light. Okay. So sometimes, I don't know if you guys seen on YouTube, there's somebody sitting in front of the camera and there's like a nicely shaped. To the paper. I got you. There's a nicely shaped light or window like right behind. You can do it with this. Let me show you guys. Let me see, can you see it on there? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. This top part right here, this spotlight also comes with gobos, but they're a little bit different. They're magnetic. It goes into this cartridge right here, and then you slide it in here. So with this, you have barn doors at the top, in which you can shape the design even further. Now, connecting all of this together, putting this on a magic arm, mounting it onto your production card, which we'll get to as well, right, would either give a different experience when you're shooting a video, when you're in front of this and people think that you have a beautifully placed window right behind your backdrop. This is something that I've used for product photography. So if you want to highlight something specific, you can create shadows or use the light to highlight maybe the Smallrig logo over here. And this is something that there's so many different uses for this. I've took this on a photo walk one time out in the street, creating light. It was at night, and we created some nice little shadows on different things. Now, to this production card right here. Something that I appreciate about the stuff that I own personally when it comes to my work is things that I can use for different reasons. So I don't have to buy a similar one for video, a similar one for photography. And I feel like this cart right here is probably the most well-rounded thing that you can have, whether it's in your studio, whether it's in your home, or just to use on set of production, right? I think that whether you are a street photographer or a content creator, there's several uses for this. So first thing that you'll see is that there's a bunch of cheese plates around the top over here, right? The magic arm was connected to it earlier. You can connect the light, or you can take it further and you can create a station for you to take videos. So you can attach a magic arm from here to the cart itself, right? So you can have your iPhone there, you can record yourself, you can film yourself. There's a lot of people that don't have like the space to sit in front of a desk and have a whole rig set up with their camera and all that stuff. This is something that gives you that when you don't have all that extra space on your desk. And I think that's why I really appreciate this. I use it for so many different things. These posts over here on the corner, you can use it for different stuff, right? So we have a handle that releases. You can put this over here. If you have a clamp for your magic arm, you can attach a magic arm over here, right? You do have your 1/4" 20 up here at top, so you can connect the magic arm from here, set up your camera on here to just be there and record you. A bunch of different uses for this. Does anybody have any questions? Okay. Motorized version of this car? We don't have a motorized version of this car. So this car comes in 2 different kits. We have the basic, and then we have the higher tier, the kit. The kit comes with the handles. It comes with this skirt down here that you see, right? The attachment to put the wheels inside, and it has these. I'll flip this card around. It has these wheels over here as well, right? Something that makes this cart pretty useful is the fact that you can collapse the whole cart, right? The 4 poles that are in the middle here, and they all go inside along with the wheels in the bottom. You put this upside down, you put it together, you screw it in, and now you have your 4 wheels over here where you can roll this around, put it in a corner. Right before I got here, this was in the little space over here. It was tucked away. I had to double look to see exactly where it was. If you are working, you're setting up your rig, if you're working on something, this part right here comes down. You can have it closed up.
What's the payload limit?
I don't have the number for that, actually.
I think it's 500. I'm not lying. I did the live stream for it. I'm pretty sure I can handle up to 500 pounds.
But I will say pounds.
You're in New York. I don't know what to tell you. Don't curse, please.
I will say that we did our show at NAB, and at the end we had, oh look, Manny, it is 500. There we go. Thank you, Manny. I appreciate it.
Is that in motion or just stationary?
That is a great question.
Manny, is that in motion or stationary?
I think it's in motion. Let's see if Manny gives us something. What I will say is, like, the majority of the equipment that we had, like, for NAB, right? After we put everything in boxes, we literally had like boxes up to here on this, and we were able to carry it around. We went back and forth with it. So I believe it's in motion, but do not quote me on it.
I do want to say though about the collapsing. The reason I was really into this cart and asked to do a live stream on it when we got it, when you collapse it, it can go through any doorway. If you're doing anything in this city, Brooklyn, you can get it through anywhere you need, then build it in like 5 minutes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It took us literally no time to put it back together and stuff. And then you also have space in the bottom as well in case you want to put stuff away. Usually when we go to shows, or even when I have, like, in my studio, I have like my camera stuff on here. And if there are boxes that I have, I end up just putting it on the bottom there. I put it away, and with the kit, you have like this Smallrig skirt on it, so everything gets like closed off, right? A lot of times, if I'm bringing extra equipment to, like, I have extra equipment in my studio and I'm shooting with something particular, I keep the rest of it in the bottom. If I need to get like a different lens or whatever the case is, I can easily just access it and put it on top, okay? Now, this is something that, again, like, multiple uses on this for different scenarios, for different situations, right? If you have, whether it's a studio or you have your apartment and you need something to just work off of, I think that I've seen people mount a actual like monitor on here, put a laptop on here and use it like in that scenario as well. If you need if you're taking photos and you do the automatic transfer onto like Lightroom or whatever, and you have your references right there as well, right? Do we have any questions in the chat? Do we have any questions out here? What monitor for the cart? Yeah. So you asked what monitor options do we have for the cart? We have like impact arms and stuff that go up on here, okay, right? Like, and then, yes, so these are quick release up here. Okay. And you can literally just take this out. So whatever mount you're using, you can attach it to here. Like we do have the mounts as well, right? We do have a VESA mount that we also have 4 monitors, right? We have there's one that has like a handle on it. It's really dope, very durable, and that goes with the arms that we have for here. Or if you put this on here, or like these poles is all the same size, you can definitely put this together for a lot of your stuff. Was that Vela? Let me see. Oh yeah, Vela ended up putting up the best amount. Vela has everything. Anything that you need, she has the information ready to go. You know, I love that.
She's got like a Bugs Bunny bag of tricks that never ends. It just keeps on coming.
Thank you so much, Vela. So that's pretty. I think it's on the cheap place with all the holes. So you're asking about the cheese plate that we have on the side of the cart? Yeah, so these are cheese plate with 1/4-20. So pretty standard, a lot of magic arms and this, the V-mount plates. You can put a V-mount plate right here, have a battery here at all times. So that's pretty standard. Some of the bigger ones in the middle, they have like the Ari pins there as well. So if you have that type of, hardware, you can literally have it there. It doesn't move. It's really good. Is the cart easy to assemble? The cart is really easy to assemble. It's literally unscrewing it apart, putting the 4 posts up, putting this on top, and the wheels are all quick release.
Yeah, no tools.
No tools needed. Everything on this cart is literally quick release from the wheels on the side over here. Super quick release. You have a little pin over here that goes in. You slide it in and it's good to go.
They're asking if they need to buy the cheese plates separately.
The cheese plates for this, they come with the kit that we have, right? The kit goes for about $1,700, and it comes with the cheese plates over here on the side. Now we do have a basic one that it's literally just a cart without the handle, without the skirt, and without the cheese plates, and that one goes about $1,200. And no, without the wheels on the side. Thank you. Right, 3 minutes, 2 frames, 70. What they really is. Oh, I guess it's and that's pretty much what I have for you guys, right? Super introduction to rigging in case for people that don't know where to start and what to do, right? You have your camera. The first thing that I would do is top handle, right? That's something that can make your life better, right? We also have side handles as well. And then from there, you can go on to your power. There's no order of it. There's no real formula to it. It's whatever feels good and whatever you need to get the best use out of it. How's everybody feeling? You guys look like you guys want to go home. Yeah, go ahead.
How many cameras do you have cages?
How many cages do we have for cameras? So off the top of my head, I won't be able to tell you whether we have one. You said the D what?
D780.
The D780, right? But we have like a huge library of cages for like individual cameras, right? So sometimes off the top of my head, it gets difficult to keep all that in my library. We do have a tool that I would want to share with you guys. It's called finder.smallrig.com. So in that website, finder.smallrig.com, you can build out your rig. Once you search up the name of your camera, it'll give you suggestions for different parts, different cages, different accessories, and you can part them together. Each accessory that you see, it has a little heart on the name of it. You can click that heart and it'll group everything that you heart together. On the top right of the page, it has a heart. You click there and it has everything all together there. All right. So to directly answer your question, off the top of my head, I'm not exactly sure if we have a camera for your specific, but we can, after this, we can definitely sit down together and I can show you what we have. All right.
One more question about the card. Do you have plates for where the handles? Like you see, you have handles on like three sides.
To cover this with plates?
Yeah, like when if I put it back together, like you guys have like stuff to it. Okay.
Oh, you mean so like when you're collapsing it,
Yeah.
you're asking if we have plates to cover this up.
Yeah.
So we don't have plates to cover this up.
Okay.
Right? Because these are the handles that also help you when you put it together.
It's stuff I can fall out.
No.
Okay.
Because if you put other smaller stuff in there to keep, it might fall out. You know what I'm saying? But what goes in as a kit, it'll be your handle, it'll be the 4 posts down here, and it'll be this skirt.
Okay.
That goes inside along with the big wheels on the bottom, and you close it up and it's good to go. This skirt actually has pockets on the side. I'll turn this around to show the camera as well. This skirt has pockets on the inside where the 4 posts go inside here. You wrap it up together and you put it right inside. So, I mean, like I said, if you do have like smaller stuff in there, it might be something falling out. But majority to put this kit away, that's what goes inside of there.
There's also once you pack it up, there's still extra room in there to put whatever you want. So I put like a small case in there for all my extra stuff, little tools, Allen key, whatever I want, right? Yeah.
And it also comes with this Smallrig bag right here. This is something that comes with the if you get the kit, right? It has like some extra hardware inside, but aside from that, you can put like multi-tools in here. You can put, a small magic arm in here and just keep it in here. Usually what I do is I take this, I tie it on over here, and then I just leave it there. And everywhere I go, I have it ready to go. If I need to grab something from the little magic bag, then I have it with me at all times. All right. So I do invite you guys to follow us on Instagram, smallrig.us and smallrig.events. So everywhere that we do this kind of stuff, we have these conversations. You guys could also reach out to us, have conversations, ask us questions. We're always replying. And obviously Adorama as well. Follow Adorama, please.
Cool. Thanks, Sergio.
Good.